back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a review on the stunning iconic Day to Slay palette. This is a gigantic palette, okay? I was not expecting it to be this big, even though I knew it had 20 shades. It's pretty freaking big and bulky. So this is what the, let me just take this plastic cover off. This is how big the palette is, and the palette pan's also quite like a standard size. So this is obviously the palette, and I bought it from a person who brings in BoxyCharm, and I buy their stuff that come in the boxes separately instead of buying a big box. So I will link her page down below. It's the Cosmetics Loft on Instagram. So unfortunately one did arrive broken, but it wasn't her fault because when I did receive the package, it was bubble wrapped and it was in sponge. So I'm pretty sure that Paxi, the courier, handled it pretty poorly. But this palette retails, I will put it on the screen, I'm not sure, I know it is expensive, but I managed to snag this bad boy for 450 Rand, which I think is pretty damn good for an overseas brand that we don't get here. So I'll just bring up a little bit closer so you can see what the palette looks like. And there is obviously a gigantic mirror. So I'm just going for a pretty neutral, natural kind of look today. I think the other few looks that I've had on my channel have been quite out there. So I thought let's just like bring it down a notch and have something that we can all use on our day-to-day basis. So I'm thinking of just maybe like a champagne gold kind of look today. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes, and I hope that it performs well. So the first color I'm gonna dip into is called Taupe de Taupe, which is obviously a taupe-ish kind of shade. I really like this size mirror. I think you can do a full face of makeup in this mirror. So I'm just gonna take an eyeshadow brush and pop this color in my crease. So that's what the color looks like, not too bad. I'm then gonna pop in the shade Deep Soul, which is obviously the deeper color of the palette. The one thing that I will mention is that there is a lot of shimmers in here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shimmers, meaning that there are 9 mattes. So that, I think that is a nice combination, because sometimes in a palette, sometimes there's too many mattes and too little shimmers. And especially if this is going to be useful in my kit. This is really nice for bridal, so there's like a selection of different undertone shimmers, and I feel like a shimmer in a bridal makeup look is like, it needs to be on point and you need to have quite a few. So I was quite excited with this palette that there's like a variety of different shimmer shades with different undertones, especially for brides. Okay, so the one thing that I will mention is that these colors are very soft. They're not hardcore in pigment. So if you're looking for an extremely pigmented color, this is definitely more of a softer kind of eyeshadow. So it's not something that is like your Anastasia Beverly Hills where the colors are like extremely pigmented. Look, you do get, like, it gets the job done, but also remember I set my concealer powder. So if you wanted a more of a punch or pigment of the color, you probably wouldn't need to set it then. But this is obviously, like I said, a very soft, natural kind of palette. It definitely isn't like I said just now, like extreme pigment, you know what I mean? It's definitely for day to slay. That is exactly what this is. I'd be interested to see if they have like a nighttime one, to see if maybe the pigment is a lot better, but the colors here are really, really nice. cool tone colors we have going on here. Okay, they're blending okay. For the shimmer shade, I'm not really sure. Oh, it's so hard. I might go with Peach Fizz, which is like this beautiful. Oh no, I don't want to go with Champagne Shake. I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. How does it even go again? Catcher something by its toe. God, I'm old. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a monkey by its toe. If he cries, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, we're going with Peach Fizz. That was a lot more dramatic than what it needed to be, but we're going with Peach Fizz today, people. Just going to grab some setting spray and just a little defining brush. So the shimmer shades are very powdery. So when I was swatching them, I did notice that there was a lot of, so I mean they swatch creamy, but they like are a little bit crumbly. But the pigment is good. Like that is unreal. That is really, really beautiful. That color, I'm so glad we went with Peach Fizz. That is very, very beautiful. Okay, I'm pleasantly surprised with that shimmer shade. I think that is honestly one of the most stunning shimmers that I've ever used on my channel. It is sparkly and it's super, super like very, very vibrant. That is really beautiful. I'm just going to blend those edges now with that deep soul shade, just so that it doesn't like just end on the eyelid. I do, however, wish that there was a black in here though. I feel like the black would complete the color scheme here. I know that it says Day to Slay, but you could still wear black eyeshadow as an accent color during the day. Well, me anyway, because I'm just extra. I have the too much jean going on in here, but that is probably one of my favorite shimmer shades ever. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I can't stop looking at it, it's actually so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the rest of face makeup. That is pretty much all I'm gonna do with today's look, because I do have somewhere to be later on, so this is kind of what I want my look to look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and film another tutorial after this. I'm gonna be reviewing the Swiss Beauty Primer Putty. So I'll be reviewing that after this, and then when I come back I will have majority of my face makeup on. And then we will complete the eyes with mascara, brows, all that kind of thing. So I will be right back. Okay, foundation on. I'm just going to apply some Benefit Hoola bronzer. I finally hit pan on this bronzer. Finally. Then a little blush from that palette called the California. Okay, then for highlighter, I definitely want to keep along with this whole like goldy kind of vibe. So I'm just going to take my Becca shimmering skin perfector in the shade Vanilla Quartz. And then for the inner corner highlight as well is the brow bone highlight. I'm just going to take that same one. Then I'm just going to brush up my brow hairs quickly. Because Lord knows my brow hairs are so long. They're like getting heavy and then they don't stay in place. Alrighty, let's just add some mascara. I'm just going to take some of my Bourjois Beautiful Volume. Anyone knows where to find this mascara. It is my favorite mascara in the whole world. And I bought it at a chance at a Clicks Beauty Fair sale. And I thought it was just going to be, you know, like one of those shitty brands. And it's really good, and they don't stock it permanently, and they don't have it on the website, and I'm suffering. Okay, and guys, I got a lash lift done today, so I want to see how it looks with mascara. I'm super excited. I'm pretty sure that the leg will be like insane in the curl as well. Wow, that's really nice. Okay, then let's just do the bottom lash line, and I'm going to take, I'm going to take Deep Soul again, just on a little defining brush. Mascara on. Next to do is just a little lip color. I have no idea what I want to do. Along with the whole peachy theme, so I'm going to take my Stark Naked lipstick from Urban Decay, which is like this perfect peachy kind of color, and I'm just going to apply that to my lips. Alright you guys, here we have the finished look. I'm off to head off to a client now, so this is why I'm just in like my t-shirt and comfy clothes. So let's just chat about the palette. I'm very happy with the shimmers and everything. The matte shades I feel like could be more pigmented, especially if I want to use them on brides with like darker skin. Which happens a lot in SA. Like we have a variety of people of color in South Africa and where I live, so it would have been nicer if the matte shades were a bit more pigmented, so that I had more of a versatile kind of palette. But on light skin tones this is really nice. The shimmer shades I feel like could pop on any skin tone, which is nice, so at least I have some form of use for the palette. Other than that, they blend really beautifully and it looks beautiful, and the shimmers are stunning, and it stayed super like sparkly even though it's like dry and whatever. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I do definitely think it is a good investment to my kit, because the shimmers, even when I swatched them, it was so beautiful, and I basically bought the palette for the shimmers. So yeah, I'm really happy about that, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you want to see me create any more other looks with this, please let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.